Hi, let's talk about modeling addition and subtraction problems. I have two models shown here, but they're not the only models. Number lines are also models, and I would consider the place value chart a model, also a tool, but I guess all models are also tools. I'm not including the place value chart or the number line in this lesson because they are addressed heavily in other lessons. This square model is called a tape diagram, and the one with the circles is called a number bond. I'm going to start with the tape diagram, and I have an addition problem right here that I'm going to start modeling. In the tape diagram, the top part, that shows your whole. That's going to be your biggest number in your addition or subtraction problem. That goes in the top. And then the bottom boxes show the parts. This box only has two parts, or this tape diagram only has two boxes to show two parts, because in general, when you're adding, you're going to have two numbers that you add together. You could have three or four or more, and you will learn when you get into multiplication that tape diagrams can have as many boxes as you need. Right now, for addition, they are usually going to have two boxes. But as many parts are in your addition or subtraction problem, that's how many boxes you will have in your tape diagram. I'm going to model or show this model to you using this addition problem. 3 plus 4 equals 7. So my biggest number in this addition problem, or my whole, is 7. And then my two parts are 3 and 4. Notice that the boxes are the same size, but they have different numbers inside them. If it helps you to have the boxes be smaller or bigger, depending on the size of the number, you totally can. I don't do that just because I don't have time for it, and I'm not a very good drawer. So I just know that they're parts. Because they're the same size of boxes doesn't mean they're the same numbers. Obviously, 3 and 4 are different numbers. Now that I have my numbers inside my tape diagram, I can show you all of the problems that are shown by this tape diagram. So I've got 3 plus 4 equals 7, obviously. We talked about the commutative property of addition in an earlier lesson, so I know that also 4 plus 3 equals 7. So it doesn't matter which of these boxes I show first in my problem, either way will be correct. Those are the two addition problems I can show. I can also show two subtraction problems. So I can show 7 minus 4 equals 3, or I could show 7 minus 3 equals 4. And you might recognize this as a fact family. And I love, love, love using models to show fact families because it's really connecting the picture to the fact family in a way that is going to cement it in your brain even more. So when you see the numbers 3 and 4 in a problem, you automatically think 7 because of all the work you've done with the models and all the work you've done with the equations. I can model these same problems using this number bond. And a number bond is very similar to a tape diagram, but it uses circles instead of squares or rectangles. So this biggest circle that is on the top in this case, but it doesn't have to be, it's this big circle is the one that has the legs coming off of it. This is my total or my whole. And in this problem, the whole is 7. And then each of these smaller circles that are coming off of that circle are parts. And just like the tape diagram, this number bond has two parts in it because we're adding two numbers together, but it can have as many parts as necessary. Okay, and the two parts we're adding together are 3 and 4. And just like the tape diagram, all of these equations are matching this model of the number bond. So one number bond represents 4 equations. If I had a number bond like this, let's say 4 here, and a 2 here, and a 2 here, I could show this in 2 equations. 2 plus 2 equals 4, and 4 minus 2 equals 2, but that's just because it's a double. I could flip my addends and have another 2 plus 2 equals 4, and I could change what part I'm taking away and have identical equations, but you don't usually do that. So doubles are going to have 2 equations shown by a number bond or a tape diagram, and all of the other ones will have 4 equations. Okay, it's time to go back and look at that worksheet that you're supposed to look at before watching the video. When you finish that, put your work away for the night. Tomorrow, look at the review sheet, try the activity. 5 to 10 minutes of practice on this skill a night is what it's going to take to really master it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.